So, Nekatus has been absolutely cooking lately with his brand new map Bjarnheim, which is planned to come out this year completely free for ARK Survival Ascended. Some really awesome new information has been posted, so what I thought I'd do is just put all of the information that we've seen so far posted in this one big video so you can know absolutely everything about this map, and I'm just super excited, especially yesterday's reveal was unbelievable. As you will know, Nekatus has made some of the most famous maps ever in the world of ARK Survival, Astraeos being one of the best ones, one of the devs, and obviously more recently working more full-time on the Valguero launch, Fjorda, which is a map we all really want to return to the game. So many amazing maps, and now his next journey has been, well, I was about to say his beginning, it's been being worked on for a while already, and this is Bjarnheim. So we're going to be reading through this now. If you do enjoy today's video, drop a like, subscribe. I just announced right now as well that Bjarnheim will be officially launching day 1 on the LoadedCrysis cluster as well. So we got Genesis Part 1 launching this month, and then the Astraeos final ever update, and then Bjarnheim, whenever it launches, will officially be coming to the cluster too. All it will be is a mod, you won't have to pay for it, and Nekatus said it's not a premium or anything like that, so it's exciting. Let's get in with the news, and I hope you enjoy. So, literally a month ago on May 1st, Nekatus said, I'm very happy to announce that I am working on a new Nordic map called Bjarnheim. Most important infos is 144 km squared, cold Nordic fantasy world, very Skyrim-inspired, which for me, as a massive Skyrim fan, you know, this could potentially become a home map for me, and a Fimbulwinter weather with map-wide snowfall. So if that has always been a cozy game for you, Skyrim, this could be your next cozy map. I just cannot wait for it. You know, like, I still have gone, I mean, how many times if you played Skyrim, how many times have you gone and done a playthrough? I want to know in the comment section down below. But anyway, so there's a few bits that we covered in the recent Astraeos video which you may have seen, so we're going to go through all of those, and then by the end of the video you will see some crazy new announcement. So Nekatus, so this person said, will it have custom outfit skins? He said, we definitely want to do Nordic skins for Bjarnheim, player and structure skins, but they won't be available at the map release. We simply will not have the time to work on Astraeos and Bjarnheim skins at the same time. So Astraeos needs to be finished first. Doesn't mean that work's not going on for Bjarnheim. It just means that they won't be able to release it at the map release, but they will later on as they make more progress and Astraeos gets finished. There will be mining caves on Bjarnheim, which are especially made for farming resources like metal and ore and crystal. The perfect spot to fill up your storages, which is always really nice, to be honest, when you know you've got like a guaranteed spot to go and get your, certain different materials in the game. I think most ARK players as well just have a metal addiction. You can never have enough metal in ARK, so it's nice to know that we'll have our very own cave to go and get it. Will there be element ore or something like that? So no, there won't be element OSD nodes. I want to keep this map less tech based. And this person said, will there be gachas, assuming no tech creatures? And he said no. So from what this looks like is he's wanting to keep this very kind of, not completely primitive, but just very less tech based, which is fine, right? Because we'll launch this on our cluster and you've got every single other map you could ever want, so every single map, even Svartalfheim, we tend to always bring Nekatus's maps to the game because they're just pretty much like official maps. They're that good, and most of them end up becoming official maps anyway, and if not partnered maps. Yes, so if you do want your tech kind of stuff, that's what you're going to have to be bringing with you to this map. But yeah, still very interesting. As you can see, a small teaser of the Bjarnheim redwoods, actually less red and more greenish with colder colors. Note, not edited, that's how it looks in game, which is incredible. He said he just took a screenshot of Bjarnheim's redwoods and it looks straight out of Unreal Engine 7. The lighting is on point, might show you soon, and this was it here, which is just, it looks so beautiful. Like, this is what I think a lot of people, if you love your PvE spots, I think this will be the map for you for sure, which is very nice. On Bjarnheim, you will find rune stones. Oh, got something in the back of my throat there. All over the map, healing your creatures and yourself. you can also make sacrifices to the gods of Bjarnheim to obtain one of the several buffs. So, depending on what you really want to sacrifice to be able to get some of the buffs, that's completely down to you. But if you do need a very useful hill, and maybe you might even want to build near, you know, getting a spot near one of these rune stones, I'm sure would be very good. And I'm sure there'll be some sort of locked building to, you know, not being able to basically take up the rune stones, but even being near it, it would be a useful, maybe even building like a little mini community town for you and your tribes, like just near the rune stone where you can go and use it to heal up. Now, this one was just a bit random, but it was just ARK has some really beautiful flowers, and these are the flowers on Bjarnheim. Now, that's one of the things that I really have noticed with ARK Survival Ascended since the upgrade to the new version, is that they do look really, really good, and a lot of them are just mainly interactive now. In the early days of ARK, by the way, tomorrow is happy 11 years of ARK Survival, which is crazy. But in the early days, you know, not everything was interactive. Now, on Ascended, pretty much most things are interactive. There's a few rocks that are part of the map, which obviously you can't break, but I'd say pretty much most of it is part of the game, which is very, very nice. Now, we move on to a small teaser of the ocean on Bjarnheim. Much better visibility with less basically, you know, just nicer color grading. Not less dangerous, but just more visuals. I've always loved an ARK Ocean with very, very nice visibility. Being able to actually and this is what my sort of hope is with the launch of Genesis Part 1, is that because it's mainly a lot of its ocean biome, I want like that Subnautica type world with the Genesis 1, with the pirate ships, like lots to explore, not to make you, because I feel like a lot of ARK players don't go into the ocean as much because, you know, you can change some things with the fog and the settings, but you shouldn't have to do that to truly be able to experience the ocean in ARK. And I think if they get this bang on with Genesis 1, you'll obviously see the ocean being incredibly busy, and, you know, people wanting to maybe even build in the ocean a lot more. Who knows, because no one tends to build in the ocean in the world of ARK. Like, some people do, some people on the cluster have, some people have just decided to build up from the bottom of the ocean and build a little base somewhere far away from everyone else. But then obviously you've got the issue with certain resources not being available to you and whatever. So, you know, if Wildcard could give players a bit more of like, hey, you could get some wood and some thatch from certain trees that are around on the ocean, and, you know, an easier way, that would be perfect. Bjarnheim is coming along nicely. Now, of course, the snowy Skyrim-inspired snow biome, which I'm sure is going to be super exciting, and I cannot wait to see what goes on there. But the big one that everyone has been waiting for, take a look at what Nekatus has just shown us. I'm going to go with Yug, or YGG. I'm going to go with Yug. I don't know how that's pronounced. The Forest Jotunn is one of the roaming Jotunns you gotta fight on Bjarnheim to challenge the bosses. Look at this, guys. The roaming Forest Jotunn is in the game. Well, will be in Bjarnheim, which is one of the main kind of mini bosses that will be like roaming world bosses, more like, that will allow you to be able to actually take on the main bosses of Bjarnheim. Now, this looks very Titan inspired by the looks of things. I mean, he just comes up with so many good ideas, doesn't he? Like, you don't see this type of creativity. Like, you do see it a lot in the ARK community. Like, we are a talented group of individuals in terms of, I'm not throwing myself in there. No, I'm just saying that, like, in the terms of, like, the mod creators and everything like that, lots of content creators too, but in terms of the content that gets made, there's so much talent. But when I see the maps that Nekatus makes, he just has so many brilliant ideas. And because he's got a good relationship with Wildcard, he works with Nitrado, he can push the boundaries a bit on what he can do with his maps, which is a super amazing thing. And this person said, Very cool. I like it. I would like to take it to my base. And he said it would chew up your base, I'm afraid. So, yeah, it looks like these things aren't going to be your friend. It doesn't look like they're going to be tameable by the sounds of it either. It looks like something that you are going to have to take down and fight. But anyway, my ARK friends, that is Bjarnheim, which will be launching some point in 2026. As I said to you right now on the roadmap for the game, we've got Genesis Part 1 launching this month on the 25th of June. We then at some point later on, oh yeah, can't forget that in next month is going to be Survival of the Fittest. Kind of forgotten about it a bit because it's just been so delayed than it was what it was first expected to be this year. But yeah, that's coming next month. And then we have the Astraeus final update some point in summer. And then I'm sure at some point later on between summer and winter, Bjarnheim will launch, you know, the final part of the year. And then, of course, in December, we have Dragontopia, which is truly something massive Wildcard are working on in the background. So, yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. As I said, if you want to come and join us over in the LoadedCrysis cluster for the launch of this map when it comes out and all the other ones, the link to our Discord is down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.